Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome to the Dream Self. When I started this, actually went straight to the game. It was in the main menu at first. So I'm guessing it actually said somewhere where you have to press any button to start. So, guess here we go. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? Are you the kind of person that loves change? Do you think of yourself as a warrior, or are you seldom bothered by your past actions? Let's see. I'm not sure if shows anything else here. The second one is actually true. I tend to worry about things. I realized you were here already. And you say you worry about things often? I'd like to take your word for it, but as I say, action speaks louder than words. We'll just have to see. You're back home in your room, although a little bit later than expected. The party was supposed to last until 9, but since it was Ernesto's last day in London, it ended up going a bit longer. How'd you do with that one? You were really never comfortable around that many people, but hey, at least you're home now. You almost breathe a sigh of relief. Normally you go to bed later than this, but you had a long day, and tomorrow's work is already looming ahead of you. You're about to get ready for bed when you remember the small pile of packages sitting on your desk. Right? Your parents are away and asked if they could send some of their purchases to you instead. You figure may as well sort them out now? Might as well. You figure you may as well sort them out now. You go through all of them. Nothing seemed to be broken or otherwise out of order. You're not sure why they need so many candles, but hey, each their own. You're finally in bed, finally ready to sleep. Close your eyes and try to drift off. It's small and most of the space taken over by the large desk and matching chair. 1 minute think they're horribly out of place in this room, but you seem to accept it the next. Your thoughts act on their own. Just like your lights, which now are carrying you back to the hallway. Just a few steps later, you find a door that seems, once again, out of place. You feel stuck, but you push it until it opens a fraction of an inch. Bright, painful light spills out and blinds you, but you're untethered and keep shoving until you fit through the door. Well, might as well go through the door while about it. Outside, your eyes adjust, the pain recedes. Oh my god, I know that feeling. Like you're like been in the dark so long, like inside the building so long, and then you go outside and it's like the light blinds you. You're greeted by a particular scene. There's white snow falling on the white grass. From bright gray skies, you've seen a white hare run by or trip in the juice the wind within the grass. And there's partly of white trees in the distance too. You couldn't stand, apparently not bothered by the passage of time, and a figure taps your shoulder behind. Why are you still here? You turn around, but you can't comprehend what they look like. Who are you? Why are you behind me? Didn't mean to open the door. Isn't that even English? Or ideas travel straight to your mind with no sound involved. Here again? What, here? Time unknown. You wake up with a giant grunt. You're halfway sitting up and you notice it's still dark out. You let yourself fall back onto your bed. You never woken up feeling quite out of sorts. Was it the surreal landscape? No, it must have been that person, whoever they were. Who was that person? And why did they tap my shoulder? The more you think, the more their image crumbles. Was there nothing for you to hold on to? All you're left with is an overwhelming feeling of having invaded their space. If you weren't supposed to be there, they should have told you. They seemed surprised, but what you had done. I feel bad. I gotta put that. I feel bad. You felt bad for having her cheated. Not that you had much control, but still didn't feel good. You checked the time just in case. Oh, 7 a.m. 7. You still have an hour before your alarm, as you feel yourself drifted off your lane. I wonder what was that all about. Whoa. You're lying in your bed fully dressed trying to play a game on your phone, but your eyes keep looking closer. You yawn, you close your eyes, and curl up a bit more comfortably. Your thoughts wander back to your day. It could have done better. No deal with that one. But it's not like you dwell on anything. It's done now. No point of worrying. That's actually true. Like, once something done is done, and you could get past it. Because there's always better days, right? Still have a fun day. Maybe have a fun dream. You remember that white field, but the one with the indestructible snow? Sure, it was odd, but it was easy. It was memorable. That's true. Not your most creative scenario for sure, but there's something to it. Certainly more interesting than your usual daydream. I'll deal with that one. None of your scenarios have a strange tone. They're much more down to earth. Either way, you have no control over your dreams, and you're not quite tired yet. It takes another hour, but sleep eventually comes. Might as well sleep while I'm at it, right? A large wooden doorway is open in front of you. Recognize the room ahead. Relatively large, like a matching ballroom. Decorated in somber tones. The only other exit is via a set of stairs leaning down to the other end. But the lower floors must be flooded given how high the water goes. As you traverse the room, you notice that only a few steps are above water level, but that doesn't seem to dare to go. You take 2 steps slowly until you're up to your neck in water, then you dive in. You swim quicker than you expected, each movement propelling you further than it should be possible. The stairs lead to another room. This one is fully immersed, but doesn't seem anything of note. So you keep swimming. I just keep going. Screw that. Reach another nondescript room. By this point, you're running out of air. Perhaps you're hoping to find a pocket of it near the ceiling? No such hope here, and your vision starts to blur as you keep swimming. And then with a mounting pressure on your chest that's not quite pain, but something like it. Whatever it is, it doesn't stop you, and neither does the fact that you're nearly blacking out. Eventually, you surface, feeling very calm considering your near drowning experience earlier. Your vision still hasn't returned, but you don't need it to know it's the same person as before. I'm not sure why you're here. Most people visit when they have lingering worries, but I don't get that feeling from you. Maybe I was wrong? You see a hazy portrait of a person, an entity covered in scarves, made of clouds. Their presence takes over the room, spreading out an invisible force. They look at you with a curious stare of some sort, without actual eyes. Maybe there are eyes there somewhere, you just can't see them with your own. Say, who are you and where are your eyes at? Sit down. Their hand reaches out for your shoulder, but before they can touch you, you grab their hand and shake it instead. The entity looks more amused than confused. Wow. It turns your handshake firmly. At first it's funny that neither of you want to stop shaking hands, but then you realize you can't let go anymore. Even if you try, you're really trying. Wow, really? You're back in your room, back being on your own. Wow. Your first thought is, that was odd. That was crazily odd. Maybe not odd for a dream, but the energy turned out to be a bad Super Clue cartoon. Oh my gosh. What is it, some kind of a Looney Tune S dream. Maybe the next time you meet, you'll be able to talk. That would be useful. Find yourself involuntary yawning. Let sleep take you. Oh, I might as well sleep. Why not? You drop your keys on your desk and shuffle out of your various winter layers. The day feels like it's gone forever, but it's only you check your phone. 8:05. Your family's words are still ringing in your head. It's just the way they are, no fretting over it. Give them the benefit of doubt, but still hurt. Yeah, there's no use fretting over it. After many years, you know where they stand and how strongly you feel about it. It just happens that you feel strongly about it too. It doesn't mean you have to resent them. That's true. You sit down and stretch your arms and try to relax. Wasn't there something you needed to do? Alright, you mean to pick up your dinner on the way home, but the phone call distracted you. Just thinking about dinner reminds you that you're hungry. Alright. Let's see. Have something in the freezer. Why not? Have something in the freezer just for such an occasion. A pizza, maybe some vegetable lasagna. You think in your past self and rummage around your freezer. Time to eat. Might as well. Find yourself dozing off. You haven't really taken in that last paragraph at all. You try to reread it, but it still feels like you're missing something. You stand up and decide a warm drink will help you through the last chapter of this book. Enjoyed the book. It's just gone a bit slow as it rears the end, and all of the conflicts resolve in a predictable fashion. 10 minutes later, you're finally finished. While you sip your drink, you spend a lot of time online reading about the author, looking at other books of theirs you might find interesting. That's really what I really need to do. I really need to look for more books to read. Come across a page debating on what order the book should be written. Based on a loose timeline of events, the book you just read doesn't easily fall into place, since it's not related to the main series. Someone on the page is asking if anyone with a copy of the book should help add to the timeline. Let's see. Not to say. Despite being tired, you read about the book's chronology and connection before leaving a very detailed reply. You know you don't have to, but that might not be useful. You hate seeing people's requests go unanswered, especially since it's easy for you to help. 20 minutes later, you sent your response and decided to go to bed. Tonight's episode can wait until tomorrow. You'll just fall asleep if you try watching it now. That's actually true. That happened to me once before when I was younger. I actually was watching something on TV and I ended up falling asleep to TV. Alright. The street you're on gives you the vague feeling that you're in Paris. Although you're not sure you could pinpoint why. The trees line the sidewalk, beautiful and multicolored under the sun, with the occasional lamppost dotted between them. It looks more geometrically organized than Paris would be, but you enjoy this new cemetery. A feeling of peacefulness and serenity takes over you, and you know if you try, you could reach up to the trees with an exaggerated when you jump. And about to make it on top of the nearest lamppost, a twitch of discomfort passes over you. That should have been an easy jump, but you made it. Determined to join the Parisian streets, you concentrate for a bit, then jump off from your perch as though you were pushing off the edge of a swimming pool. You fly as you knew you would, but a bit slowly. Scenery ambles you by. Among the trees you spy a bakery somewhere to buy wine, a flower shop, a pharmacy. you're guessing, but it doesn't matter too much. You're enjoying the leisurely flight. Might as well just fly it off. The trees become scarce as you fly through the tiny side streets with no real goal in mind. Occasionally you stare into a window, but it's as though they've been fitted with frosted glass. So you only get a glimpse of movement. You're glad no one's paying attention to you. You're not up for talk at the moment. But nowhere, a figure starts following you. Dangerously close by, you have instant fear. Knowledge that if the troll figure catches up to you, the worst will happen. This is not someone you can talk to. You will yourself to spin along. But you feel like you're slowing down, losing height. Barely managing to keep yourself afloat. No, you think the barge into the frosted windows which shatters upon your touch. The flat inside is bare, but you don't stop to wonder about that. You don't have the time. Screw that. I break this, I'm running for it. All praises for flying aside, you run through the room and into another, losing your minimal lead with each step. You know they're catching up. Every inch is a struggle, your willpower is mixing with your fear to become a force that you can barely withstand. Their hand almost catches you, their fingertips brush your shoulder, and your despair reaches unimaginable heights. This is it, you would think. This is how I die. Emotions bubble up inside you, but you ignore them until they eventually pop. There's a door in front of you. It's closed, locked. Oh, God. You hit the door, scratch the wood because your feet won't move anymore, and you can't think of anything else. Can I just throw myself through the door? They catch up, of course, and they run something sharp through your back. You can feel it, but it doesn't hurt. Not physically, because your mind is already a black hole. Your eyes see without seeing, and you feel without registering it. I'd have to curl up in a ball in the corner. You wake up nearly in tears. Try to sleep. May as well. Sleep doesn't come, sleep avoids you. Keep trying. Whoa. 12:08 a.m.? You didn't think you have that much fun in your Bros Tea and Coffee Festival. It sounds like a bit dull, doesn't it? But they really went all out. The music was more or less your taste. The event was indoors, so avoided the incessant rain. And there was lots of free samples. Nothing beats free stuff, right? The brownies were especially good. And they're paired with really well with that black tea you bought as a gift for your family. I'll just say that I had fun. Showed a trio of friends who were clearly enjoying the festival too. You had a nice chat while you tried some of the biscuits one of the others brought. Lisa, you think her name was? Finding the like-minded people on Monocron is always a nice experience. You weren't expecting it to be this late when you got home, but you left right when they were closing, and then the bus took ages to arrive. Dang it, bus! On the way back, you remembered what one of the people you were chatting with, Yanni, was talking about. Right before you left the festival, he proposed a modern-day corporation that you have a lot in common with ancient gods, but you didn't get to hear his thoughts about the matter before you went separate ways. Metaphors were not my thing. Check the time. It's already past midnight. Wow. That's actually the time I usually go to bed sometimes. Midnight. Like, just depends on, like, if I want to stay, if I, like, get distracted in the middle of the night and then end up staying late. Your feet carry you to ever forward, your path lit by orange-tinted light streaming through the windows. From a corridor to your right, a group of children, full pelt, chasing each other. They're laughing and clearly having a good time, so absorb their game, they start running in your direction. As they get close to you, smile and give you a thumbs up. The children streak around you, running close, but never touching you, and you watch them run for a few more seconds, before continuing on your way. Well, this one sounds better than the previous one. It doesn't take you long to reach your office. You know this is their office. That's why your feet carried you here, and you know they'll be behind the door. The figure is no longer coated with shawls of clouds and foggy scarves. Their human form and their person is comfortable with their faces confused for a fraction of a second until they recover. Won't you sit down? You do so much for the face smile on your face. Whatever else happened before, you could feel glad to have come here. Are you going to tell me why you're visiting? I just wanted to say nice to see you. And nice to see you too. Here, let me put my things away and we can keep talking. I'll finish my work later. What a weird dream. If this is a dream. They shuffled things off their desk as they watched calmly without any sense of urgency. You follow the narrow veins from knuckle to elbow. Must be the heat making them stand out, and notice how loose their shirt is. When they finish clearing the desk, you feel their eyes on you. You look up and find them staring at you, one eyebrow raised. I didn't mean to stare, you say. It's all right. I'm just glad you could talk to me this time. Do you know who I am, by the way? You shook your head. No. That's okay. I feel obliged to say I know you. Though I know you're not the most sociable person. I know you live in London. Also, I know you're very organized. Did your parents get the package, by the way? The one I sent to your place. Yes, you could say, although you're starting to get a bit confused. In short, you're interesting. I think so anyways. I had an inkling that you might think of same of me, but I can't be sure. And I'll wake up. Wow. Back in your room, remember your dream with startling clarity. It's the same person as before, right? That's why they felt so familiar aside. Oh wow. You're interested in them. It sounds like they might be interested in you too. You'll just have to see how things go from here on out. You hope they go well. Alright. Time to close my eyes with my thoughts everywhere. May as well. You're trying to sleep, but your mind seems to have a different idea. For lack of a better plan, it seems to have settled on reviewing your day. Like rewatching a movie. You think a bit about the article you read. You were waiting for the bus. Then remember the bus wasn't packed for once. Then you think about the lady sitting next to you on the bus. Now that you see the person's interesting. You found her to be pretty interesting. Like most people, if you take the time to listen to somebody, you're usually rewarded whether it's like a different part of you, random fact, or historical tidbit. It makes you smile. At last you feel yourself dozing off and start breathing more deeply. Wow. The tube station was bustling. It doesn't feel like rush hour. It's a different sort of crowd, but still busy. Up ahead near the ticket machines, you spot a person you jumped about before. They're talking about the lady from the bus who seems older and is wearing a beret for some reason. You walk closer to them, and while you can't make out the words, you're feeling that she's sending them off on a mission. The lady checks her watch and closes her bag, and starts walking toward the exit. You smile and wave at her. She nods back, but keeps a quiet, short pace until she's out of your sight. Once she's gone, you ask the other person if they want any help. They seem surprised, as if they hadn't noticed you, but quickly take you up on your offer. You set off together, walking through the ticket gates, which are apparently open, and into a platform. You're not sure why you're here, but you ask if there's anything they can tell you. We're meeting with a friend who's going to give me a library book. He can't return it in time, but we're going to go to that direction anyway instead. You nod victoriously. Even though you can't seem to understand what they're getting at, you don't really need to know anyways. None of my business anyways. The train arrives, the doors open. You both quickly step in. The train is almost empty despite how full the station was. Rather than sitting down immediately, they tell you to go to the right, though the next two carriages before sitting down. The time is passing strangely. It feels like you blinked and found yourself 6 stops later. Maybe you fell asleep? We could use the rest. Besides, you're still sitting next to them, so there's nothing to worry about. The doors open and 2 people leave, 1 comes in. The train starts to move again. Time passes. The doors open again, which causes a loud noise. A couple of people get in. A tall man in suits very suspiciously drops his book on your lap. Wow. You try to rub up your jeans, but it's all hazy. You think you're on the tube, but you remember the sound of doors closing and the train leaving the station. There were commuters, maybe, and you were sitting at someone you knew. Get up. You feel tired, irritably tired, and it doesn't feel like you should be. And here you are dozing off. Okay, you spend more time reflecting on everything. You spend time reflecting on your day's activities. What was different than usual? You probably walked a bit more you're giving yourself credit for. Last minute errands and all, because besides work has been tense and that's not really tiring. It's difficult time and draining. Well, yes, your new neighbor. Ash was quite nice, and came over to Jesus about the plate of cookies. You probably spent longer talking to them than you meant to, given how much tea you both drank. Alright. They might have been uncomfortable. Sometimes you try to help, but it doesn't come across that way you want it to be. There's that awkward silence. Ash was saying they have a value a certain kind of quiet determination in people, which your only response was, huh. So they asked what it is that you most value in people. Alright. Something else? I enjoy people with a sense of humor. Maybe I'll tell them at the time. Alright, now it's actually talking about grass, and I keep going. So the sound is loud, piercing, that you find yourself involuntarily closing your eyes. By the time you open them, the robin is no longer there, although the song still shakes you to your core. Start walking again, although you can't hear your steps anymore, and the breeze is silent. You hope your hearing will return soon. Oh my god, a bright light. Keep walking. Whoa! And I woke up. Reached the mountaintop. You'll never know what was up there. Not all days go according to plan, but some do more than others. Today wasn't one of those days. One thing for sure. I don't like being the center of attention. It's Thursday. Anyways, there's that. Your boss decided to dump work on you in order to make a deadline. I hope charge up the day. Might as well make dinner while I'm at it. Seems you had dozed off in your seat. The coach was moving slowly as the sunlight streamed through the grubby windows into mostly empty seats. Are you the only one here? No, while the coach is empty behind you, there's someone sitting a few rows ahead. Move up and sit across the aisle from them. I didn't realize they were here too. You recognize their face, even their attention to focus on some sort of device. Crossed it between an older smartphone and some kind of a portable game console. The screen is like white noise to you, so you look at the window and try to enjoy the passing scenery. Not long before you turn back to them, though. The shapely fingers on the top of the screen device tap, tap, drag, somehow being delicate and forceful at the same time. You ask what they're up to. You don't usually bring it with them. And they fall asleep again. Why would they do that? Why is your boss among them? body automatically turns you to driver's seat. You can see their mob more clearly now. They started banging their fist on the passenger door. What did they want? What do they want from me? Oh, wow. So it's a mob. Parking lot continues past the fence, and you drive around the other vans as you head towards somewhere. Sleep driving. Might as well just keep driving. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and call it here for now. I don't know how long this game will be. But if you guys would like another video of this, let me know. Of me continuing from here. So if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys later. Bye, guys.